Such a boisterous crowd in the Pabst pub here. I've never quite heard them this loud. Nice job. And the whole steady performing tonight at Turner Hall. Tickets are available for that. The Donkeys are opening. If you're listening out in Radio Land, you can get more information at pabsttheater.org. Obviously, I would like to welcome Tad and Craig and Steve. Thank you guys so much for coming and doing this performance with us.
Thanks for having us.
And so this is the first date of the Milwaukee tour, or I'm sorry, the first date of the tour for you in Milwaukee. But
Milwaukee World Tour.
But this is crazy because it's also the third time you've been here in just over a year.
Yeah.
So define breaks for the whole steady.
Well,
What's that like?
For us, we've toured so hard since we started. We haven't played since April 8th of this year, so that's a huge break for us. That's the most time we've ever had off.
A little over, what, 4 months or so?
Yeah, four and a half months.
Wow.
So we've been actually here rehearsing for the tour.
And what's that been like, obviously?
It was cool. It was my birthday on Monday, so I celebrated at Landmark Lanes. I'll always be there. The bowling wasn't that good, but we had a good time.
I was going to say, Landmark is very rarely about the bowling.
Yeah. The balls seemed really heavy that day.
You know, maybe it was lifting other things in the evening the night before that might have caused that problem.
Yeah.
So, what can we expect this tour around? What arrangement are we going to be seeing for the band?
5-piece. So there's no keys, which we kind of how we started this year. We did away with the keys and kind of opened up these guys to play guitar a lot more together, and it's been a really cool. Really like where it's going with that.
How's the response been? Obviously, it's not like The Cure going out on the road without the keyboards, but it's a bit of your sound. So was it a challenge to it, or was it more freeing?
I think it was kind of. It allowed us to be creative and kind of like do some different things. And I think when people saw what we did with it, people were like, "Oh, cool!" Yeah, that's generally been the response I've heard.
Excellent. And so when you're in Milwaukee, or when you're playing a market or a venue or a city for, very frequently, do you feel any pressure to switch up your sets and go like, okay, we can't do what we did the last time, or is that?
That's become a real priority for us in the past few years with all the releases we have. There's so much material that we really kind of put a lot more effort into making sure every night's way different than the first. And that's kind of something we continue to talk about. Just how to make sets, especially with all the people traveling. We see people in the front row that come to like 4 shows in a row. You can't be coming out saying like, here it is again. You want to make something unique for each night.
Well, is it ever sort of like throwing darts at the board, or is
there's that kind of thing? I mean, there's definitely keeping track of the set list from the last 2 weeks or whatever. Saying like, okay, well we sort of did that night. Let's not do that again.
So that's a priority for you, is to make sure that your staff has the sheet of paper tape that you can see what song is coming next, because at times it changes. It's not like going through the same tour and doing the same 20 songs every time.
Yeah, I mean, we have 5 albums plus B-sides and stuff, so there's 70 something, 80 maybe songs. I don't even know how many to choose from. So you can't do the same 20 over and over.
Definitely. Well, I mean, some musicians tend to do that. They sort of lean on things, but it doesn't seem like you would be the type of band to shy away from some of the more.
At the same time, you have to give some. There's some level of giving people what they want too. If you ignore all the the songs people want to hear, that's not going to be good either. So it's finding that balance.
I would imagine. So the whole steady is here at the Pabst Pub. We are live on 88.9. Do you guys?